A new generation of peasants grew up knowing their worth. They demanded rights, freedom from serfdom, and fairer treatment. By 1381, these tensions erupted in the Peasants' Revolt. Led by men like Wat Tyler and inspired by radical priests like John Ball, thousands marched on London. They called for the end of serfdom, the reduction of taxes, and equality before the law. For a brief moment, the rebellion shook the foundations of the realm. The teenage King Richard II met the rebels personally and promised reforms. But once their leaders were killed, those promises were broken. Still, the revolt marked a turning point. Serfdom, though not immediately abolished, began its slow decline. The Black Death also left its mark on culture. Death became an ever-present theme in art and literature. The Danse Macabre, or Dance of Death, depicted skeletons leading people from all walks of life to the grave, reminding all that death spared no one. Writers like Geoffrey Chaucer captured the mood of a changing world. In the Canterbury Tales, he portrayed people from every social class, each with their own voice, their own story. It was a portrait of a society in flux. Architecture changed, too. Many great cathedrals and churches were never finished. Others took on darker, more somber tones. Tomb sculptures began to show decaying corpses rather than idealized figures, a stark reflection of the trauma the plague had wrought. Economically, the labor shortage led to innovation. With fewer hands to farm, landowners turned to sheep grazing and wool production, less labor-intensive but highly profitable. This shift would eventually help propel England into a new era of trade and industry. But above all, the Black Death changed how people thought about themselves and their world. It shattered illusions of stability. It taught that life was fragile, that power could not protect, and that change could come suddenly and brutally. And yet, in its wake, new ideas emerged about rights, labor, faith, and society. England in 1400 was not the same country it had been in 1340. The plague had transformed it, scarred it certainly, but also opened doors to a different future. A future in which the bonds of feudalism were loosening, the seeds of reform were sprouting, and the voice of the common people was beginning, just beginning, to be heard.